Sento io di loro. Sì, grazie. Allora riprendiamo i lavori di questa mattinata, che sono seguiti anche in diretta streaming. Comunico a titolo informativo che l'evento di oggi viene seguito da 400 persone che in qualche maniera controbilanciano le assenze forzate dovute al fatto che appunto siamo nel secondo semestre accademico, e cedo subito la parola alla professoressa Monceri, che insegna in questa università filosofia politica, è una studiosa di interculturalità e quindi è particolarmente abilitata e scientificamente competente a parlare di temi che hanno a che fare con aspetti fondamentali della giornata di oggi. Quando ci si relaziona con altre nazioni, altri popoli, altri stati, si ha a che fare fatalmente, inevitabilmente con altre culture che proprio perché altre sono distanti, sono spesso percepite come aliene e con le quali si hanno tutte le difficoltà che si possono immaginare in termini di comprensione, di intercomprensione e quindi di reciproco acclimatamento culturale. Cedo subito la parola alla professoressa Monci.
So, I don't need the microphone, I think, because we are just in a familiar setting, so to speak. Before proposing my brief reflection, provocative maybe reflections, but in order to arise an awareness of the importance of the event and also of the difficulties of such an event, I would like to say something about these difficulties. Because today I had a confirmation of something which is still to be modified in our country. Because, yes, we are now today present in your country, but in our country. So it's also an occasion to think about the problems, troubles, difficulties of our country. Before my colleague, I was the delegate of the Director for International Relations at this university for 7 years. And the problem is always the same. The problem is that we are still, the Italian in general, and especially in some regions, we are still not yet acquainted to have or to deal with the others. The first problem is, of course, the language English, not Italian, I hope. Sometimes also Italian, but yeah, some students. But okay, English nonetheless. And also there is kind of fear to encounter the other, you know? It is something typical of intercultural encounters that people are afraid of encountering the other. So this can be also the reason why today there are not a lot of students, for example. Not only the fact that we are in the second semester, and in the second semester usually we have less students, but also this maybe fear of the direct encounter, and this is testified by the fact that they are online. This is interesting to think about. But I think that big things come from small things. So, in my opinion, this event is very important, although we are among us, yeah, because it's the beginning. I don't think that big things come from big events, yeah, just vice versa. So, I also would like to say that I already talked about with Dario Citati to the next step. I submitted to the European Union, a project in the Erasmus Plus framework, Jamonet. And in the Jamonet, I already have foreseen an encounter with Uzbekistan. I don't know if we are granted or financed or not. Keep trusting. But if yes, it is already done in my view. So small things, big things. Um, and now coming to the importance of this event, hopefully the first of a long chain. I would like to start with this choice we made to call this event from Samarcanda to Campobasso. Yeah? We could, or even should, have given to this event the title from Tashkent to Campobasso. Okay? Because it would have been more logical in a sense. But only very few people would have understood what is about all of this. On the contrary, Samarcanda is an immediate, evocative potential, and still, I think, very few people would have understood that it's about Uzbekistan, also using Samarcanda, if we don't use the subheadings, una giornata dell'Uzbekistan in Italia. So, this is only to remark that there is still scanty knowledge about places, people, and culture of Central Asia, but I would say about Asia, because Asia is this kind of ghost, very big, Middle Asia, Central Asia, Eastern Asia, Asia, the Orient. And this is not solved by referring to something well known, such as Samarkanda. It is not true that if you say Samarkanda, people understand that it is Asia. Yeah? I would rather say that the issue remains hidden behind these issues. And I will explain briefly why. Because Samarkanda, the picture and the set of image and notions it evokes are still linked to, in my opinion, an Orientalistic gaze. An attitude that we Europeans, whatever it may be, because for me, you are also European, yeah, should have overcome a long time ago, but it didn't happen. It is something exotic and mysterious. It is the Silk Road and its protagonists, Marco Polo, Genghis Khan, and so on, but not much more. And yet, in my opinion, there is another possibility to think about Samarkanda as the catchword of this encounter, and that's why we choose to use it. Along the Silk Road, not only goods and money was exchanged, but also knowledge and experience, languages and customs. If you want habits, worldviews, religions, yeah? And this means that people met, very different people met, and they exchanged all of this. And if it is true that this complex exchange among people, but I would rather say about among differences, yeah, generated conflicts, struggles, even wars, if you want, it also allowed to overcome the fear of diversity, just through knowing and experiencing the so-called others. By both parts. So in a sense, we could go beyond, this is my proposal, we could go beyond Samarkanda as the result of an orientalistic attitude which became predominant in the West and still is, in my opinion, in order to find Samarcanda as an opportunity to become truly intercultural. So we should shift the attitude and the gaze. And we are here in order to do this. It's very difficult. So therefore, in my opinion, the importance of this event is also that Europe should be in dialogue with what is outside its borders, moving from the awareness that in and out, inside and outside, and even the very notion of borders, are factors whose meaning is up to us. We can change things. Small changes, big changes. Today, we had the opportunity to see you. We had to see you, also to see you, a little bit in a more complicated way, thanks to your very being here, and also thanks to the videos and speech and so on, to know you, your country, your cultures, say the plural. But I would like also in the future to have the opportunity to see myself, ourselves, we Europeans, with your eyes. To see the self through the other. This would be for me very, very important. Not only I learn about you, but I also learn what I am in your case. So, from my perspective of a political philosopher and a theorist and practitioner in intercultural communication, this is just what is needed today. We need more knowledge and experience of the school hours in order to establish a fruitful intercultural dialogue, which in my opinion is possible only if we, all the partners of communication, are free to be what we are and to speak for ourselves freely, as we want to, in the belief that the other partners will at least listen to us. So the first move, in my opinion, for intercultural encounter and for further steps is just listening to each other. And this is a very difficult task. Maybe, of course, it's a very long and unfinished thing, but still, one I believe worth going through. Today was a first step. May further one come. Thank you.
Ringrazio la professoressa Monceri e tutti coloro che sono intervenuti questa mattina parlando in una lingua inglese comprensibile al nostro illustre ospite, e quindi vi ringrazio in modo particolare per questo. L'ambasciatore, proprio in queste ore, la presenza dell'ambasciatore viene sempre più richiesta da soggetti istituzionali e economici della realtà molisana, e anche per questo motivo ci troviamo nella necessità di anticipare un po' i tempi della scaletta del nostro programma. Ora è previsto un momento di discussione, di interventi liberi da parte dei presenti che intendano portare il loro contributo al confronto, all'incontro, al dialogo di questa mattina, in previsione del break che sarà offerto proprio, del break gastronomico che sarà offerto proprio dall'ambasciatore dell'Inghilterra. Bene, allora in ricambio della presenza dell'ambasciatore Osmanov qui tra noi oggi, da parte dell'Università del Molise a suggello dell'incontro di questa mattina e come ideale anello di congiunzione con la sequenza di eventi che ci attende tra la tarda mattinata e il primo pomeriggio, io mi permetto di consegnare due omaggi a testimonianza dell'interesse e dell'amicizia che l'Ateneo Molisano porta all'ambasciata uzbeka in Italia, in modo particolare all'ambasciatore. E si tratta di un tagliacarte dell'Università del Molise e di una spilla a ricordo dell'incontro di oggi. Grazie. Bene, allora sì, se l'ambasciatore intende, prima di dare gli avvisi, intende dire qualcosa a conclusione della mattinata di oggi?
Thanks a lot. Again, I would like to say that the professor has said that there's to be a little bit of reflection on that. It was very nice, very vivid, and I fully agree with you that we need to know each other from both directions. But the situation in Uzbekistan is a little bit different, because in Uzbekistan 100% of population knows what is Italy. In Italy, situation is vice versa.
Yeah.
So that's why this is my duty to make the Uzbekistan more known here. So in this case, it's quite easier for my colleague, Signor Manara, who is Italian ambassador in Uzbekistan. It's easier for him. But I fully agree that we need to do these interactions in terms of opening the eyes of population towards our countries, because maybe sometimes what we know about Italy, it could be not that Italian. You know what I mean? It could be some stereotypes or whatsoever, good stereotypes. Don't worry about that. But I fully agree with you that we need to know more. And I believe that together with the University of Malaysia, we will do so. And one of the first things we should think about, could be, again, fingers crossed, depending also on the European Commission, yes, for our students to know each other. Because all these presentations, all the videos, it's just a part of what people know when they meet and when they talk and when they study together, let's say. So I hope it will be done. Thank you.
La giornata di oggi prosegue in questo modo. Tra poco, tra le 12:30 e l'1, sarà offerto a cura dell'ambasciata dell'Uzbekistan in Italia, sarà offerta la degustazione del plop, della pietanza tipica uzbeka, che è stata rappresentata anche nel video di apertura. Il luogo nel quale avverrà questa degustazione è l'aula centrale, che è situata al secondo piano al terzo piano del secondo edificio polifunzionale. Terzo piano del secondo edificio polifunzionale. L'evento di oggi proseguirà alle 14:30 con leggero anticipo sulla scaletta del programma, leggero anticipo di circa 30 minuti, nell'aratro, nel laboratorio di arti elettroniche, che è lo spazio espositivo nel quale è stata allestita la mostra fotografica la mostra fotografica intitolata Uno sguardo sull'Uzbekistan e la via della seta, realizzata da Gianni Cianci, che è un autore di questa mostra al quale ha accennato anche prima il console avvocato Giorgi. Poiché appunto la presenza dell'ambasciatore è particolarmente richiesta da autorità istituzionali locali e anche da rappresentanti del mondo economico e della zona industriale qui a Campobasso, cercheremo di comprimere un po' i tempi e ricordo soltanto che questa seconda parte, diciamo così, più artistico-fotografica dell'evento di oggi è curata in modo particolare dal collega Lorenzo Canova, che insegna all'Università di Molise Storia dell'Arte Contemporanea, e dal dottor Pier Nicola Di Iorio, anche lui dottorando di innovazione e gestione delle risorse pubbliche, che è uno dei soggetti che hanno realizzato la giornata di oggi. Grazie ancora a tutti per questa prima parte, non è finita perché tutti ci trasferiamo nel corpo centrale dell'università.